And we're underway here at the Ontario Soccer Stadium with Sigma in possession. And it's going to be Dominic Samuel with the ball. He's going to work up there with Christian Samaniego. He's up here replacing Mansour Alfazi. Samaniego is more of a defensive midfielder, and Alfazi is more of an attacking one. So that's going to move Giuliano Frano up the field a little bit here in the lineup tonight for Sigma. As it's going to be Sigma FC passing around the back. The strongest defense in the league so far this season, just 7 goals against, and 3 of them coming against them in the loss against the Woodbridge Strikers. So it's going to be critical for Vaughan to get that opening goal here tonight if they want to be able to succeed. And a good job there from Cramarosa. He's able to keep that one in play, and he's going to hit it off over to Jarek Whiteman. Whiteman, only 4 goals so far this season. He's going to try and see if he can add up to that tally, as he's usually one of the leading scorers in the league. And he hasn't been able to find that back of the net so far this season. Now there's a third ball over on the left side. Cramarosa is going to try and get chased, but Laurier is able to get to that ball first, and he's going to pass it over to Smith, and Smith's going to be under some pressure, and Vaughan's going to recover that ball. Cramarosa over on the left wing. He's going to try and cross this one over. Headed aside by Samaniego, and Samaniego heads this one down right to the foot of a Vaughan player. He's trying to work his way through. That's Arnone. And Arnone, though, gets it stripped away from him, and Borges tries to dribble it up. Borges thought he got fouled, so play's going to continue as we have a shot there on goal coming in over on the right side, but that's going to be easily saved by Tristan Henry coming in from Lucas Pontillo's shots. Good early action here in this opening minute of the game. If this is your first time tuning into League One, it is a standards-based Pro-Am league with 17 teams in the men's division and 13 teams in the women. League One is entering its 5th official season and is currently one of 2 Division 3 leagues in Canada, one of course being the PLSQ in Quebec and one here in Ontario. And they currently represent the highest domestic tier of the game. We'll chat more about the teams, how they look in the standings as the game progresses. So stay tuned as we have a throw-in over there around midfield for the Azzurri. This one on was Pontillo, couldn't get it to his teammates, but it's going to be recovered right away by Vaughan. In the center midfield, Arnone. Back it goes all the way to the defense. A couple of notable faces you normally see starting on for Vaughan on the bench. 2 Mills are over on the bench, and Kovacevic is as well on the bench, as Matt George is going to boot this one down the field for Cramarosa. Cramarosa is going to hit to Whiteman. Whiteman tried to send it back to him, but it hit it right to Smith, who boots this one right back down the field. Vaughan's back in possession. Springer, he's going to play in the midfield, and he's going to find his way over to Arnone. Sacramento currently leading the team for Vaughan in goals so far this season with 6. Good pressure coming in there as Ricci, though, came out to the back of Laurier, and he's going to get called for foul. A little bit too aggressive onto the back, and play's going to be halted back as Sigma's going to regain possession in their own end. It's going to be Villastegui. Villastegui also is a player normally you see coming off the bench. He finds his way into the starting lineup tonight. He's going to be in for Justin Stoddard, who's over there on the bench here today for Sigma. Long ball, trying to find Anago a little bit too far away from him. This one's going to go straight to the waiting hands of George. He's Matt George, former League One champion and League One Ontario All-Star. Only been able to play 2 games so far this season, so he's definitely happy to be back between the sticks here tonight. He's going to look to lead Vaughan over in this last part of the season. Samuel into the midfield for Samaniego. Samaniego is going to play this one up, and we have a good rush coming in from Sigma. It's going to go through on the left side for Cadell Thomas. Thomas, lots of pace coming in from him, as per usual. If you leave him some space and he's able to make that run down the line, Cadell Thomas will get that ball right past you. There is Thomas right here with the ball. He's going to play in the midfield for Flano, captain of Sigma. He's going to carry this one up over on the right side. He's got a player to his right. That's Villastegui. Villastegui gets that ball into the right corner. Trying to get it to his left. Anago chips this one up, and it's a little bit uncontrolled there for Villastegui. And here comes Vaughan trying to come quickly the other way. And there's that through ball trying to find Puntillo. Can't find him, and now Sigma regains possession of that ball. Check that was Ricci up top. Samuel over to Walton over on the far side of the field. Nice little move there as they try to work his way by. We'll go up for a throw as it's finally getting put in by Samaniego. He's able to find Thomas. Thomas over to Borges. He'll play this one back for Walton and Sigma. The team you'll likely see a lot of times, if they don't see anything going forward, they will play that ball backwards. They don't like to force that ball up very often. As Valstegui's on a nice little run here. He's able to get around Whiteman and he'll go around the center of the field. Valstegui's still going with it, can't find anyone to pass to, and he finally gives it off to Samaniego. Samuel, now to Walton. Walton, he's going to cross this one and try to get to Anago. And there is George, able to come quickly out of his goal, and he's able to make that catch. He's going to throw this one out to Whiteman. We've got a quick pace here early at the Ontario Soccer Center Stadium. This one's going to get played over here over on the left side for Sacramento. Sacramento, the one against Smith. He's going to cut this one by. Nice little pass in, and Ricci's got some space in front of him. Ricci cutting to his right foot, centering, and it takes a deflection. Ricci with the shot, and that one just goes wide. Good chance there for Austin Ricci as he got a good little opportunity going in front of the net. Tried to do a centering pass to find one of the players in front, but he wasn't able to. Folded back to his foot, and he just hit that one a little bit wide as he was trying to find Zachary Drake out in front of the goal. Nice little pass there from Hill in Sacramento to get that all started though for Vaughan. Sigma's going to restart the play here. There's Fano. Fano into the midfield. Valstegui. Laurier try to play that one back. That one got blocked there by Sacramento. And it's going to be a Sigma throw. Deep throw up down. Nice little play there coming in from the defender. That is low, and he's able to head that one out for throwing. As it looks like we have plays being halted here for Matt George. Looks like he might have just hurt his ankle on the kick there, twisted a little bit. He's down stretching it a little bit, but referee goes over to make sure Matt George is okay. Looks like he's going to be all right, and play's going to resume here. Quick 1-2 off the throw-in for Laurier. Going to try and play this one in for Anago. Nice little foot there from Borges. As Valstegui is going to hit this one high in the air. He's going to hit this one over into the right corner. There's Anago. He's going to try and see if he can find some support. He's got two players on there. Trying to force the one through. And Whiteman's going to come out with it. He's going to boot this one deep down the field. Ricci, the lone man on top. He's going to be able to get this one off of Smith. And he's going to get called for a foul. He's not happy about that one, but the referee says he pulled it back onto Jelani Smith there. And it's going to be a one called back. And that one's a bit of a questionable one. And the Vaughan coaching staff is letting the referee know about that here over on the sidelines. There's Thomas trying to force his way in through Drake. And Drake's going to get called for the foul. The referee doesn't find an advantage there. And referee David Barry's got to be quick with the whistles here tonight. Laurier with the ball here. He's able to get it over to Borges. Borges chips it into the midfield. There's Samaniego. Samaniego's getting called for the switch and finds his way over to Walton. Walton down the line now for Thomas. There's Cadell Thomas over in the corner trying to work his way by. Defender Walker can't get by him, and it's going to be a Sigma FC throw. Sigma FC coming off a 3-0 win last week against Alliance. That's a big 3 points for Sigma. They overtook TFC in the standings, and they reclaimed their top spot in the League 1 fair standings. And their only loss so far this season was against the Woodbridge Strikers. It was a 3-0 loss where Woodbridge played a man down. They got a red card halfway through the first half and managed to hold on to a 3-0 victory. Meanwhile, the Vaughan Azzurri, they had a huge victory against the OSU Force last week. And then previously to that, it was a loss to their season against FC London. It was a tight 3-2 game there. As this time it's going to be a throw-in going in the way of Vaughan over on the far corner of the field. Sigma's going to try and see if they can contain them in this corner. See if they can force themselves a turnover off this throw. Deep throw up, and it will fall into a Sigma player's foot. And he's going to play this one into the midfield for Samaniego. Samaniego, though, under a lot of pressure. He's able to get that pass away. And they're able to reset here on the near side with Reggie Laurier. Pass it off here, Frano. Samaniego. Gets it all the way here for Samuel, who's going to pass this one over to the left side of the field. There's Walton. Walton back in for Samaniego. Good pass movement coming in here from Sigma as they're working their way up the field. Borges now with it, can't find anything going for it. He's going to bring this one back into Laryea. Borges still going with it under a lot of pressure. Vaughan doing a good job. They're letting Sigma get over half, and then as soon as they get there, they're going to start attacking them. As Smith try to switch the ball over to the far side of the field. A little bit too strong to get into Cadell Thomas, and he's going to go out for a throw and for Walker. Walker's going to toss this one down the line, and there's Walton who took a bit of a stumble there. He's going to win his team free kick, and it's going to get called back here. Toronto FC is proud to support youth and pro amateur soccer in Ontario. Toronto FC, premier partner of Ontario Soccer. As Kyle Walton is down hurt right there, looks like hurt himself while he was falling. As we are 10 minutes into the opening half here in this League 1 Ontario broadcast. No score between Sigma FC and Vaughan, Azzurri. As we'll keep you updated as well on the other two League 1 Ontario broadcasts as those games get progressing. It's a lot of games here as we are winding down this League 1 Ontario season. This Saturday, Windsor's going to travel to the OSU 4, and North Miss will go against Masters as Ricci thought there was a foul. He's going to call back here, and Ricci's going to come in on a rush here. Ricci going on the left corner. Henry though is able to make the save there as he's able to get it forward. Second chance there, a nice little sliding challenge coming in from Smith. And the referee says play on as Sacramento falls down on the turf. We have an injured Vaughan player in behind the play here, but Sigma's going to continue going in the other way on a counterattack, and it's going to be Cadell Thomas. Thomas is going to carry it through on the left side. He's going to try and cut back to his right here. As Thomas is going to play this one over now to the right side. There's Frano. Frano lows this one in for Anago. Just can't reach him. And Matt George will grab the ball and finally throw this one out of play, as it's going to be a free kick here. As it seems like that play all started where Sigma thought there was going to be a free kick going against Vaughan when Laryea got brought down by the near touchline here. But Rishi continued the play, kept going the other way, had a good chance going for it. Henry slid out of his goal, made the save, and then Sigma tried that quick counterattack and wasn't able to. So as I was saying earlier, it was a full slate against North Mississauga. Will travel over and play against Masters. Alliance will go and try to see if they can get 3 points traveling to the Pro Stars. And then Sunday, huge game. Derby is traveling to Oakville and will be the final and very exciting game of this League 1 Ontario men's weekend. So right here, Laryea is having a conversation there with Tristan Henry, the goalie. What happened on this situation? Can't be causing turnovers like that, knowing especially when you make a move or you're able to fall like that, there's no one behind you, and that allowed Austin Ricci to have a good little run onto goal coming in on the left side. They're just trying to get forward as the injured player is able to get to his feet. Always a good sign, and we'll have to see if Vaughan is forced to make an early substitution here in this game, but looks like he might be able to toughen this one out, so we'll have to wait and see. And that is Jarek Whiteman, who was the injured player, the captain for the Azzurri. Looks like we're ready to go, back underway here with Sigma. They're going to throw this ball back into the hands of Matt George, and some good sportsmanship. We'll get back underway here at the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium. So instead they'll just hit this one out for a goal kick instead. By the way, the ball will end up back with Matt George, and it's going to be going out for a goal kick instead. As Whiteman looks like he's going to hobble his way back onto the field play. He's going to be okay, and he'll try to continue in this one is Jarek Whiteman. So full strength here for both teams here, as this goal kick is going to be taken around midfield. Sacramento does well. He's able to get to that ball first. Cramarosa, he passes this one in behind, and Samaniego had his jersey pulled. The play will continue here with Cramarosa, and now he's able to get to Sacramento in midfield. They're going to switch this one over to the far right side of the field for Puntilla. Puntilla's going to try and cut in over on the right side. Puntilla, though, sliding challenge there. Coming in and gets knocked aside, and Whiteman trying to continue, and looks like he walked over to this bench and said, guys, I don't think I can continue. So we'll have to see right now as he's standing around midfield, trying to work it forward, and Vaughan looks like they're forced to have to go to the bench here for substitution. Flicked on here, trying to get to Drake. Drake's going to battle with it over on the edge of the penalty area. He's able to get a pass off, though, to one of his teammates. And he gets it all the way back to Arnone. Arnone tries to switch this one over. He's able to find a player. Trying to cut this one back was Sacramento. And it finally gets booted down the field there by Semeniego. Low under pressure in his own end by Anago. He wants to see if he can get that ball away from him, but he's not able to. This one's going to get played all the way back in for Georgia as Vaughan is able to reset in their own end. And they're going to yell at the teammates here, kick that ball, and Springer will hit that ball out as he's going to allow the substitution for Whiteman. And it's going to be Mario Kovacevic coming into the game here. He's going to replace the injured Whiteman. And hand over the captain's armband as well.
Coming in for the Vaughan
Azzurri.
Number 19, Mario Kova.
Kovacevic is
coming out, number 14,
and
Jarek
take the armband, but it's a
Whiteman.
huge loss there for Vaughan, losing a player in the caliber of Jarek Whiteman, a good leader for the team. So we're going to have to see Kovacevic up top as he's going to be filling in the striker position. That's going to force Ricci over into the central midfield for Vaughan as play will resume. Try to play a little bit of a 1-2 that wasn't able to get played back into Walker, and it's going to be a Sigma thrown over on the far side. Now they're going to throw this one in down the line. Anago touches this one back in for Thomas. Thomas, though, can't go any further, and Arnone is able to take it away. Sacramento now. They're going to play this one over on the near side of the field. There's Cramarosa. Cramarosa has a run coming in from Arnone. Arnone is going to battle against Smith over on the left corner. Arnone is able to get it off of him. He's able to get a crossover. Can't get it into Kovacevic, a little bit too strong. But that ball still finds its way in play, and that's going to force Sigma to hit this one out, and it's going to be a corner kick for Vaughan. Good play there, and good pressure coming in from the substitute. First contribution into the game, and he's able to hustle to get to that ball and win his team that corner kick. Players are lined up towards the far post right now. Except Kovacevic is standing right at the near post, trying to get in the way of Tristan Henry. This one's going to get looped in around the goal area. There's a header, and that one just goes over the goal. Not too sure. I think it was Arnone who got that. Check that. That was Drake who's got the header onto that one. And Zachary Drake's header just went over the goal there. Seemed to fool Tristan Henry in goal a little bit. He seemed to be a little bit out of position there coming in on that header. So if he was able to place that one a little bit better, Drake might have been able to find that back to the goal. Laurier trying to play this one through. That one hit off the stomach of Cramarosa and will go out for a throw. Laurier putting his hands up saying, who do I got to throw to? Finally able to get a Velestegui. Velestegui's going to hit this one high in the air, and Anago's going to give chase. Anago, because he battled hard with low, both of the players went up, and it's going to be Sigma who gets called for the foul. As a Sigma coach, John Zer was not too happy with that one. Felt like both players were just jumping up for the ball. Play's going to resume here with Sacramento. He's going to play this over here, over on the left side. It's Ricci. Ricci's going to cut in towards the middle of the field. Ricci going. He's avoiding the sign challenge. Does Ricci, and he tries a shot on goal. Doesn't get much onto that one, however. It's going to roll into the hands of Tristan Henry. Nice little run there coming in from Austin Ricci. He's been a bit of a spark plug for the Azzurri here into this first half. Ball played in for Cadell Thomas. Thomas, though, we've been talking about that pace. Look at him go. Does Cadell Thomas. Now he's able to chip this one in forward, but he can't get into Anago. And Lowe's able to knock this one away. Drake trying to turn around, not able to. And that's going to get to Borges to try and go the other way now with it. Tristan Borges passes into the midfield. Semeniego in for Anago. Anago trying to play this one in through, can't get it towards Flano, and it gets cleared aside, but Sigma still going with his. Laurier is able to get away from that forecheck. Semeniego plays this one into the left corner. This one might be a bit too far, and it will, but it will be a deep throw-in for Devontae Walker in his own corner. As we're reaching the 20-minute mark, no score between Sigma FC and the Vaughan Azzurri. on this League One Ontario broadcast. So it's going to get played in around midfield, plays it back in for Samaniego. Nice little ball in for Borges. Anago with it. Finds his man Velastegui over on the right side. Velastegui trying to go with the hard left foot. He's not able to get much power. Puts his hand up saying, my bad, guys. And it's going to go straight to Matt George. Cramarosa back in forward low. Vaughan's going to try and see if they can work up the field in possession. Arnone able to find Kovacevic. Touch it back. Good passing coming in from Vaughan. Drake over here on the near side. Cramarosa gets it down the line to Ricci. Here comes Ricci. Ricci's going against Laurier. Good job from Ricci. He's able to avoid the challenge. Ricci with the shot. He just misses the far post. Once again, Austin Ricci coming in with a break-in. Able to out-muscle Reggie Laurier there coming in on goal. But he just missed that far post coming in on that shot. Matt George yelling out encouragement over to Ricci, telling them it's coming. If he keeps pushing, he's going to get that goal. Henry was thinking about playing this one short, but the Vaughan players set up a little bit higher in their press. So Henry just pushed his team forward, telling them to go up the field. And by doing so, all the other players went on the field and one dropped back. And they got everyone off guard there, and that was Kyle Walton who dropped back. And he's able to play this one in. Anago finds Thomas, a little 1-2 trip to the forward, and there's Anago trying to battle there. And there's a sliding challenge coming in, but it was a push that forced that player to slide there. And the Sigma FC player, Charlie Anago, is going to get called. And he must have not been happy about something. He must have said something to referee David Barry, and he's going to call this one over. Just give him tell him to cool down a little bit, get some cool heads before proceeding. Referee Dave Barry trying to assume control of this game. Knows these two teams are very physical, very quick. Wants to make sure he sets the pace, sets the tone here early, and not let this game get out of hand. Bring it up the field. The battle there is Drake. He's able to find his man over on the right side. Trying to play it up. Took a deflection off the foot of Thomas, however. It was Walker. And it's going to be a throw-in for Vaughan just over midfield. Arnone, back it goes here. Springer, now to Lowe. Lowe's going to carry this one up. Chipped it forward, nice little ball there from Ricci. Can't get it by Smith. Almost fell back to the foot of Ricci. And Ricci's going to battle, but he came into the back of Frano. And it's going to be a free kick for Sigma FC. A lot of fouls here early in this first half. But no cards yet. Samaniego carries this one up. This one in for Anago. Anago able to body himself away from Cramarosa. Trying to play that one back in for Velastegui, but a little bit too far ahead from him. And George will boot this one down the field over to Ricci. Ricci's able to save this one in by the sideline. And Cramarosa will send this one. Kovacevic, nice touch in for Sacramento. Sacramento carrying it up. He's got two players up ahead of him. Sacramento still trying to find some options. Able to play it over on the right side. Touch it back. Kovacevic just at the touch. Kovacevic on the edge of the penalty area. He tries to take a shot, but that gets blocked there from Dominic Samuel, and Sigma's able to relieve themselves of this oncoming pressure. Just for now, though, as he gets back into the corner. Cramarosa trying to get himself some space. He's looking for a run, but he's able to get it, pass it over to his teammate Ricci. Ricci down the line for Sacramento. He's onside. He's going to loop this one over the far post, but nobody's there, and that's going to allow Tristan Henry very easily to catch that one in the air, and he'll be able to settle the play down for Sigma. Good pressure coming in from the Azzurri as they're trying to get onto the Sigma FC goal. So this game's very important for Vaughan, currently in 6th place in the standings. As we know, TFC won't be playing in the playoffs, so they're sitting at 5th place. They want to get into the top 4 teams, but here comes Cadell Thomas. He doesn't want any part of it. He's going to try to go to his right foot. That shot gets blocked. Velastegui with the left, and he just misses the near side. As that one didn't look like it took a deflection whatsoever, but it's going to be a corner kick called by referee And it's going to be a corner kick for Sigma as he thinks that Valstegui shot took a deflection over to the corner. So instead, Vaughan Azzurri covered 24 points in the standings. 7th place round of is Darby at 20. Unionville with 19, Alliance with 18, and Sanjax with 17. So right now, as you see, Vaughan has a little bit of a gap there. So if they're able to pick up a point in their next couple matches, they're able to get themselves probably enough separation. And I want to make sure they're clear and far away from it as Sigma is going to come with their first corner. This one's going to get played in around the far post a little bit too far as we headed away by Walker. There's Walker. He's going to play that ball over to the near side of the field for Kovacevic. He's going to leave this one in for Cramarosa, and they're going to settle with the play. Ricci. Sacramento. Or Drake. Okay, gets it over to Walker. Puntillo try to get to that. Now there's Puntillo. All the way back in here. As it looks like there's a foul after the pass there from Puntillo. And it played over him here with another quick free kick. And Arnone is going to clear this one up. For Drake. Nice little touch there. Here comes Sacramento. Back he goes, trying to get to Kovacevic. Down to the right side. Too far ahead though for Puntillo. He's got to hustle to keep that one in. He's able to though. Back in for Kovacevic. Can't control it though. And Sigma sees under a little bit of pressure. Some good pace is coming down the wings for Vaughan. Anigo staying strong, and he's able to get this one in for Thomas. This could be dangerous. Here comes Cadell Thomas coming with the break. But they're able to hustle back and shut down that oncoming run. Thomas trying to switch this one over. A little bit too strong, but Valstegui is not going to give up to it. And he gets to it. He's going to try and chip this one forward. But Cramarosa does well and holds his ground. And he's able to win this one back. Ricci trying to go for it. Jelani Smith read that one. And it's going to be a free kick. But it's going to be a free kick that's going to be brought back as Ricci is just trying to make that run. And Larrier pulled back on him a little bit. And the referee saw that one, and he pulled that one back. Larrier seems to be a little bit outmatched right now, going against Austin Ricci, trying to reach whatever in his bag of tricks to try and out it's because it's the speed and the physicality coming in from Ricci. And Vaughan is just going to continue playing that ball towards him over on this near side until Larrier is able to figure it out. Low over here for Springer. Springer sees a little bit of a gap. He's going to try and carry this one up though. A little bit too casual, however, and Borges takes it away from him. And here comes Borges coming in over on the left flank. He's waiting in for Anigo. Anigo tried to hold his run and get on side. But Borges didn't want to seem like he wanted to force that one. And they're going to bring this one all the way back to Jelani Smith on defense.
This one maybe not so bad. This one maybe
Smith goes over to the far side of the field. Borges. Back to Samaniego. Samaniego though. Kovacevic did a great job though, taking away from him. He thought he got fouled, but play's going to continue here with Anigo. Anigo chips it forward. Samaniego tries to go forward. He's not able to, as he gets it poked away from him by Drake. The bodies seem to be flying all over this turf, as it's finally going to be settled in by Matt George in his own goal. As we mentioned, we talked about the playoffs a little bit here, so we know the top 8 teams will make the postseason. Top 4 teams get the home pitch advantage during the postseason. There's going to be 3 weeks of group stage playoffs to follow the regular season, so there's going to be 2 groups of 4 teams. And now it's going to conclude with the men's final. That's going to be on October 20th at 3 p.m. here at the Ontario Soccer Stadium. As this one's going to get crossed over, headed away, and gets cleared aside. And here comes Cadell Thomas trying to come in on the counter at 3 p.m. on October 20th. Make sure to tune in here for that League One Ontario men's final, as the winner determines League One's entry, of course, into the 2019 Canadian Championship. Borges doesn't play a good pass there, but he's going to hustle here as Vaughan doesn't play a good pass themselves, and that's going to force Springer first time to hit that one out of play. A little bit of miscommunication coming in from Sigma. Almost went into their favor there as Vaughan almost passed that ball into their own end. Low drive on the cross, takes a deflection, but it falls right to the foot of Low, and Low's going to boot that one away. Or another throw in for Sigma. We're reaching the half an hour mark here. No score between Sigma FC and Vaughan Azzurri here in this League One Ontario broadcast here on this Friday night at the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium. As this one's going to get played into the corner, and Samaniego, nice little spin move. So you gotta gets that pass coming in. Laryea. Backing goes now for Smith. Smith calling it over for Velastegui. Able to find Samaniego. Samaniego with some space. Gets it back over to Velastegui. He's got Frano right to his left. Try to pass that one off to him. Ricci though gets a foot in there, blocks that one, but it's going to be a corner kick for Sigma FC. It looks like some warm-up drills was trying to be brought in there, and Sigma FC player might not be able to take this corner kick with those pylons in the way. We'll see what what happens here. A nice little crowd there in that corner. Corner kick gets taken there, headed away though by Arnone, and it's going to find its way over to Kel Thomas over on the opposite side, but he's going to get taken away there from Walker, and nothing going forward. And Velastegui calling over to his coach there. We need to get something on here, so I'm not sure what they were referring to right there. Maybe someone like a Justin Stoddard coming off the bench. It feels like they're missing a piece there. Was it Velastegui yelling at the coach there? It needs something good to go forward and get more offensive. So we'll have to wait and see if we see some action over on there on the Sigma FC bench. Laryea finds the Velastegui who just mentioned. He's going to come in through over on the right side. He's going to try and cross this one in. There's a bicycle attempt there from Frano. He tried to get up high, and he's going to get called for a free kick over on the high foot, and it's going to get brought back here for Sigma FC, and it'll be a free kick right inside the penalty area for Oakville. Check that. Vaughan. Still kind of, sometimes you get used to Matt George being in that Oakville uniform. As he switched teams here, this was going to get played in here for Cramarosa. Going to sell this one back in for Low. Arnone with some space into the midfield. He's going to play this one up. He's going to be touched on and try to get to Sacramento. Finds his way back in for Kovacevic. Here comes Ricci. Ricci's had a lot of success in this first half. His pass though a little bit too strong, however, and he's not able to find Billy Sacramento. This one's going to get rolled over the touchline and out for a goal kick. Azzurri, 4 goals so far this season. Been a great force here coming in over on this left wing. As this one's going to play a deep ball up for Jelani Smith. Finds his way in for Thomas. Thomas has switched sides. Maybe that was one of the moves here. Get the players to switch sides. And Cadell Thomas now finds himself over here on the right wing. And Velastegui has switched sides over to the left wing. So let's see if Sigma's little tactical switch will provide them some fruit. Smith is able to win the ball, and he's coming up a little bit hobbling after that battle there. He seems to be holding his knee. Play will continue though as we have a through ball over here on the left side. Velastegui is going to try and give chase, but there's a sliding challenge coming in from Springer, and he's able to shut down that oncoming run. Smith is still hobbling around midfield. We're going to keep an eye on him. He doesn't look too good, but play will resume, and Sigma will keep playing with it. Looks like he's going to toughen this one out. Is the tall center back. Samaniego trying to find Anago. Loaf falls down. Looks like the referee is a little bit unsure if he wants to play advantage. The Vaughan players kind of stopped, so the referee knew he had to call that one, and it's going to be quickly put back into play. Time here for Springer. Arnone, back he goes now for Low. We got a quick pace starting out this first half. Starting to ease up a little bit as the two teams are starting to settle into the game here. But still have been a lot of chances so far in this first half. And this one has the makings of goals being scored here. There's none so far yet tonight. Ricci, he's going to put this one in for Kovacevic. Kovacevic's going to head this one on though. Quintilla though wasn't making that run over there on the right wing. That one's going to allow that ball to get all the way to Tristan Henry, and you'll be able to saw down Tristan Henry, a perennial League One Ontario All-Star, has played every single minute, as has Dominic Samuel for Sigma FC. Those are two players that have not been off the field at all this entire season so far. Two mainstays here on this lineup, leading the squad over on the defensive front. Fernando, he's able to avoid the sign chance coming from Drake, and Thomas trying to play it back to him, but it gets intercepted there by Cramarosa. Sacramento, he's able to avoid one player, puts this back in for Drake. Drake's got some space in front of him. He's got Puntillo to his right, plays this one over to Puntillo. Puntillo crosses one forward, but it handed away by Smith. Second ball there, caught there by Henry. Good goalkeeping there, is able to set forward as he tries to roll this one out quickly, as an attack still comes in here for Sigma. Thomas waits for some support, and he gets it from Frano. Frano that goes all the way back in for Laurier, and he gets this one back in for Thomas. Thomas still working his way through. We talked a lot about his pace there, and staying with him is Ricci, and here comes Ricci now coming the other way. Ricci trying to get by Smith, and Samuel comes over with some support, and Walton will put this one down the field. Vaughan though back in possession. They're not looking right now as a sixth place team. They're perennially known as a top squad here in League One Ontario, and they're showing it so far here with Vaughan. Keeping up and getting some chances here against this Vaughan team, as we got an injury coming in behind the play. I think that might be Ricci, so we're gonna have to wait and see here. He's down, and it looks like he's going over for the transfer. They've already lost Jarek Whiteman here this evening. Can't afford to lose a second player, or does Vaughan. Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport life management tools for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com to see how they can keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. He looks like he's able to get to his feet, doesn't need any help, so it looks like he's going to be okay. But of course, if you want all information, rosters, match previews, recaps, video photography, and more, go to League1Ontario.com. All matches are recorded and available on the League One Ontario YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And keep an eye out for the highlight packages released every second week in both the men's and the women's division, as well as the League One extra episodes, as well as we get an in-depth look behind the scenes on all these League One Ontario teams. So make sure to stay tuned. Lots of great content available here at League One Ontario. Ricci looks like he's going to be able to continue here. He stays on the field to play, and the action is going to resume in here with Cramarosa. He's going to play it in for the injured Ricci, and he's going to bring this one all the way back in for Springer, as Vaughan's going to bring this one over midfield, and crawling for that ball was Cramarosa. He's going to get that ball played, and we know all about Fidel Thomas, as he's going to hustle back in time, and he's able to head that one away for a throw-in.
Switch on last day. Switch on.
Throws this one in for Covisar. He's got a player all over his back. He's able to play this one in, find Sacramento. Sacramento's going to cross this one in. Trying to find Puntillo. Walton, though, is able to get up high. Walton again on the clearance, and he's able to succeed and do so. He'll boot this one down the field. Good crowd here on hand, actually, for a Friday evening here in Vaughan, Ontario. This is a game that was normally supposed to be played over on the Saturday. Rescheduled here towards this Friday night. So it's still great that a lot of people are able to enjoy their Friday night here with some League One Ontario action. Trying to get this one over to Ricci. Ricci's battling with Laurier. Those two have been going at it all first half, and it's going to continue right here in the corner. And Laurier is not able to get himself away, but he is able to get his team a goal kick. 39 minutes have been played so far here. We'll probably have a lot of added time, I feel, here in this first half between these two teams. No score between Sigma FC and the Vaughan Azzurri. One of 3 games here tonight in League One Ontario action. The other 2 games, St. Jackson is traveling against Unionville. Critical game for that final spot in the League One Ontario playoff standings. And Aurora will travel to FC London. Aurora trying to play a little bit of a spoiler role tonight, traveling to London. Fulano's going to play this one in through for Enigo. Enigo is going to come in some pace, but there's Lowe though. And Lowe is able to boot that one aside, and it's going to be a throw-in. Lowe, his challenge here tonight is to keep up with Charlie Enigo. Has succeeded so far. That's a tough task to deal with that Sigma FC striker. Thomas with the throw-in, just holding on to the ball, looking for someone to throw this one into, and he's able to find a teammate in Borges. Borges, nice little cutback move. Borges, great ball control here. Gets this one in the right corner. His cross though gets blocked, and now Borges was going to let that one go out, but good hustle coming in from Cramarosa. I don't think Borges expected that at all. And Cramarosa is able to hustle, as it's going to be a throw-in rather than a corner kick. Touch this one in, a little 1-2. Trying to work his way in through. Good battle there as the player takes a little bit of a stumble, but the ball will get over to the right side for Frano. Frano trying to cut this one back. Borges wasn't there, but Arnone was for Vaughan, and they're going to try and hustle and clear this one away with Ricci. Ricci, though, gets called, but he's able to keep it forward with advantage. He plays this one over on the right side for Quintillo. Good job there from Ricci to hold his feet. Quintillo goes for the goal, and he just fires that one over. Nice little opportunity there from Lucas Quintillo as he tried to go for the goal. Kind of caught everyone a little bit off guard, didn't expect the shot, and that's what worked to his advantage there, as he was almost able to loop that one over the diving Tristan Henry in goal. Good opportunity coming in from Vaughan on a quick counterattack, and you got to credit it again. We've been saying him a lot. Austin Ricci doing a great job to continue with the ball there to set that whole opportunity up. But Kovacevic will get called for an offside, as this one's going to get brought back. Borges all the way back now, waiting for Smith. Looks like whatever knock he picked up 3 minutes ago, he's going to be okay, and he's going to try and play this one over on the left side. It's Velestagui. He's going to try and hustle to get there. He puts his hands up saying, good try, good idea. And he's going to roll his way out for a throw-in.
Behind Tristan! Tristan, coach him!
Right away, coach of Sigma John Zero yelling at team, hold them here, hold them here. Make sure everybody's covered, as they want to win this ball off the throw-in. And they are able to. Good pressure coming in there. They know it's very difficult when you're stuck in your own corner. You have so much limited space to get out of that ball out of the corner. You bring in enough players in, and make sure everybody's covered very tightly. You're able to win that ball quite easily right back for the team, as the Vaughan players really have nowhere else to go, as it's going to be a throw-in for Sigma over there on the far side. Stagway, he's over there in the corner. Going to try and touch that one back. Takes a deflection off a player and go out for another throw for Sigma. Just got brought back into the corner there from Walton. Nice little move there from Walton. Nice again move there. He cuts it down, trying to cross this one in, but there's Arnone. He's able to boot that one away and down the field. They've been finding some opportunities over there on the crosses, just haven't been able to find anybody to get onto the end of those crosses, so just keep pushing there. Our Sigma, though, with a Borges. Borges still trying to hustle, hits this one, kicks that ball off a Vaughan player. He's going to get this ball off a throw and does Velestagui. He takes a stumble, and it's going to be a free kick. Great area here for David Velestagui, and he's able to win his team over free kick just on the edge on the far side of the penalty area. And this is a great crossing opportunity coming in for Sigma FC. If you're really on this one as well, if you hit this one hard enough right at the goalie, this is very difficult for a goalie to react enough time, because when a Sigma FC player is running in on the near post, takes a little deflection, that's enough to get a goal. So that could be the plan in here, as Jelani Smith has run up from the center back position, the tall figure. He's going to try and see if he can get on this one. This one actually is going to get brought back, fool everybody. But Borges didn't feel that's some good patience as it gets played back into the corner, and it's going to be thrown as they mess up the opportunity. And coaching staff, fortunately, were very unimpressed with that one there, as Borges there. He's upset that Borges didn't want to play that one in as he didn't see an opportunity to go forward. Sigma though continuing with the pressure now as the first cross gets blocked, but they have a second opportunity. Tipped up there for Cramarosa. Pressure still coming in, and it finally tried to get cleared aside, but it hit off ahead of a Sigma FC player. Thomas now with it over here on the right corner. Brings it back in for Laurier. We're going to take a look at the fourth official soon over on the added time, but the pressure still continues. Borges trying to split between the two players. Samaniego comes back for Bellastegui, and a nice little opportunity, but George is able to jump to his right and make the catch. Borges working a good hustle there, and Bellastegui finally was the player to pull it and wasn't able to beat Matt George. You have the indication from the fourth official. It's going to be 2 minutes of out of time here. I was expecting a little bit more, actually. 2 minutes left to go here in this first half between Sigma FC and Vaughan. And Sigma FC with possession, trying to see if they can get a goal right before this halftime break. Oh yeah, nice little job there, gets away from two players. As Frano's going to play for Anago, though he's offside. As that run's going to get called all the way back. Anago would have gone to the end of that one. But he made that run a little bit too early. Play will resume with Cramarosa. He's going to give this one off in for Springer. And now it's going to be Vaughan trying to see if they can get one more rush in here. And Sigma FC right away, they're going to switch. Here comes the press. As they're going to try and put a little bit more pressure. And they are able to force a quick pass. And this one's going to get to Henry, who's going to boot this one down the field. On to Bellastegui. Borges finds Anago. Anago hasn't been able to do much so far this first half. He's going to have to look at around the halftime break, work together this team. How is he able to get himself a little bit more of opportunities as that switch? He's going to get overplayed, and Thomas can't, I guess you say, gymnast himself to get to the end of that pass. Comes a deep throw in, but no more action to be played on this beautiful Friday night. Really, it's not too humid. Great temperatures here. No wind here. Great playing conditions for these two teams here in mid-September, of all things. As we'll get back underway, players to keep an eye out for on both teams. We saw Austin Ricci going all over the place in the first half. We'll have to see what will Sigma defense do with his oncoming runs. And looking over on the Sigma C side, we have to see if Charlie Anago can get more into the game. Didn't have much to do in that first half. Didn't get much service. And he's going to try and see if he can do much better in the second half as you have another chance coming in for Vaughan. Nice little pace coming in and a shot coming in from distance. But way over the goal coming in from Vaughan Azzurri. Nice little chance coming in there from number 13. That was Zachary Drake coming in with that chance right there. And Drake's opportunity just went over. Just when he got by that second player to Drake, just leaned back a little bit more, it seemed like, and he fired that one over the net. Just one substitution coming in that first half. The captain for Vaughan Azzurri, Jarek Whiteman, picked up an injury in the first half. He had to get substituted off, wasn't it? He tried to continue for about a minute, realized right away he wasn't able to. And Mario Kovacevic, who has the ball right now, came on as the substitute. He's able to find Sacramento. Over here for Drake. Puntillo gets it over on the right side. There's Walker making the overlap, and Thomas comes back to retreat. And Walker, though, keeps this one in play. That one didn't go over the touchline. Good job there from Walker. Good heads-up play, and he'll win his team a corner kick as it hits off of the body of Dominic Samuel. And Vaughan Azzurri picks up the first corner kick of the second half. Puntillo coming in. It's going to be an out-swinging kick. As he's going to play this one over towards the far post. Easily headed away to the top of the penalty area. And a shot coming in from distance. Found its way through a crowd. But couldn't get it on the way to the goal. That was Zachary Drake once again coming in from distance. But he just wasn't able to find the goal on this one once again. Good pressure coming up from Vaughan here early in this second half. This one's going to get played around midfield. One in the air there by Sacramento. Second ball knocked ahead by Semeniego. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. No score right now between St. Jacques and Unionville. And meanwhile, FC London and Aurora are just about to kick off in their game. So no scores so far tonight in League One Ontario action. A lot of games going on. 3 games tomorrow. Windsor's traveling to OSU. And North Mississauga is going to Masters as we have a turnover in midfield. Anigo falls down, but here comes Cadell Thomas coming in with a rush. Thomas trying to cut back to his right foot. He's getting forced aside, a little pushing going on between the 2 players. But it is Walker who is able to hold his ground, and he shuts down that run coming in from Thomas. And Alliance and Pro Stars are the final match tomorrow as this one gets booted in. Kovacic falls down hard, holding his ankle coming in from Smith. And the Sigma bench is not happy there. They felt Ricci fell down way too easily there after that challenge. And he's going to look like he's going to be okay. But Sigma FC bench not happy. They thought that was a little bit more theatrics than an actual foul. And that one match on Sunday, Derby will travel to Oakville and go against the Blue Devils in a tough matchup for Derby. Here comes a free kick laid in towards the near post, trying to get the touch there, but it gets cleared away by Frano, who's able to run back as he was able to get to that one. Now we have 2 players coming in for the short. Sigma FC though was ready for that one, and they're able to pull that one back. Here comes over. Kovacevic is able to bring this one down, and Ricci takes a spill once again. And here comes the counterattack the other way, and there's Tristan Borges over here on the run, and Walker's a lone man back. He's going to head this one back into George, who's able to catch it, and he's going to shut down that attack coming in from Borges. Good hustle coming in from the midfielder. Sacramento, he's going to switch this one over the far side for Cramarosa. Trying to pass this one in, gets it almost taken away though was Ricci, but he's able to hold control that one. He'll hit it all the way back in for Low. Passed in, trying to get that one up the field. Knocked aside though, coming in from Laurier, and it goes out for another Vaughan throw-in. We mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, Vaughan no draws so far this season. They would love to pick up a point here, at least a point here in this home match, as they're trying to avoid that hubbub going in at the bottom of the playoff standings. And with a point here, that would probably give them enough of a gap to separate themselves and make sure that they get themselves into those League One Ontario playoffs. Kovacevic over here on the near side, pass it on. Puntillo trying to take the player on one-on-one, gets it over to his left foot. He's going to try and shot. Didn't get much under that one, and that's an easy save coming in from Tristan Henry. Puntillo had one of the good chances in that first half with an opportunity on his left foot where he just put it right over Henry and the goal. But you keep an eye on him coming in over on that left foot of his. Smith trying to play this one up with Laurier. Good pressure, and there's a hard challenge right there. And this one's going to go against Vaughan, to much to the disbelief of Ricci. He can't believe it, as he felt like he was the player that got fouled there. As we have free kick for Sigma, and referee Barry just going to zoom play. He's going to be joined by John O'Hara and Nicholas Piperino. They are the referees for the match today. Phil Dujic is the 4th official. As you have Semeniego preparing this one. He's under a lot of pressure coming in. Kovacevic. He falls on top of the ball. Looked like he handled the ball. Referee didn't call anything. I'm a little confused on that one. The play's going to resume here, and Springer does well though, take out from Bengo. But Semeniego fell top of the ball. If it's not a foul, it's a handball, I would think. But play will resume. Arnone. Around the left side, plays this one back in. Here comes Ricci carrying it. Ricci trying to play that one for Kovacevic. Passed it behind him, however, and that's going to allow Samuel to hit this one up the field. Thomas. Thomas got 2 players on him, and it's Walker who will slide in and poke that one aside. Throwing coming here for Walton. Walton down the line, able to bring this one in for Thomas. Thomas trying to feed himself away, able to get that pass back in for Walton. And Walton will bring this one all the way back in for Jelani Smith, and he'll be able to settle it over on the right side for Laryea. Good passing, good movement coming over here with Velostegui. He's just trying to work his way forward. Is Velostegui. Now he's able to find a pass through, and he finds this man in here. There's a shot coming in from distance, and Borges couldn't find the goal, but that's a good shot there coming in from Tristan Borges, as he saw a little bit of a gap between him and the defense, and he tried to fire that one into Tristan Henry's just check that map of George's left, but couldn't get it into a goal. These two teams are back in action later on this week. Sigma FC will travel to Derby. Derby's got themselves a busy couple of days. They'll be home to Sigma FC this Wednesday. That match will be at 8 p.m. And Vaughan Azzurri will also be home here. They'll be here playing at the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium, going against TFC this coming Tuesday at 9 p.m. So a couple huge matches. Vaughan doesn't get an easy route. They have, after playing Sigma here, they got TFC, but they will finish the season this Saturday at the Pro Stars, and hopefully trying to see if they can pick up 3 points there. Vaughan able to get the turnover in midfield, but there's Smith once again getting a foot in there, but he gets now caught out of position as Vaughan's going to continue their run. Good run passed in forward. Trying to get it over to his right foot there was Ricci, though. He gets the poke side, passes one back in for Sacramento. Sacramento trying to cut his way in through. Kovacevic plays it back in for Sacramento, but he's offside. Good moves coming in from Sacramento, and Ricci working their way inside to get to that penalty area. But it was just that little extra touch there coming in from Kovacevic, and it caused the offside there. Comes in here through on the right side as we got a run coming in from Anigo. Anigo trying to hustle his way in forward. Able to get to the edge. Brings this back in for Borges. Borges' pass, though, goes in behind Velostegui, however, and that will shut down that attack. Velostegui, 5 goals so far this season, second on the team in scoring with Charlie Anigo. So Zayak is the leading scorer, no longer on the Sigma FC roster, as this one's going to get played forward. Good hustle coming in forward between Drake and Smith. This time it's going to be Drake, though, not able to get to this one, and it's going to be Sigma holding on to that ball as it's going to get played forward. Samuel down here on the right side. Velostegui is going to chip this one in forward. Trying to play this one in through. Gets out over the head, and that's going to be settled in by Lowe. Lowe in for Sacramento. Drake. Back in for Sacramento. Gets a play over here over on the left side. Touched over. Nice little move as he's able to hit the ball over the air. Grammarosa still battling over there on the left side. Trying to work his way forward, and that ball will find its way out of play, however. And so give me a throw-in. And it looks like it's a Vaughan throw-in deep into Sigma territory. A little bit of a confusion there. The referee raced like that one out, but the referee wasn't too sure who would hit off the blast. So the referee had to make his best judgment. There comes a crossover, trying to find Puntillo, and that one just goes out of his reach. He says that Sigma FC player touched it, and the assistant referee will agree with him, and it'll be another corner kick. Vaughan holding a majority of the possession here so far in the second half. No score, though, as we're reaching the 57th minute mark. As it looks like Vaughan will be making a substitution, but there's a header wide open! And Drake somehow missed that wide open header as he gets that one perfectly placed onto the top of the goal area. And I gotta be wondering, how did he miss that one? As he had a time and day to head that one in. And he's going to be looking back on that opportunity is Zachary
Vaughan
Drake.
substitution.
He just missed that one, but we are going to have a
Coming
first
in,
substitution
number
for
11,
Vaughan.
Brandon Mills.
That's going to be Brandon Mills checking into the
Coming
game.
out, number 10,
He's a
Lucas
frequent player here
Quintillo.
for Vaughan Azzurri, and he's going to be coming onto the field, and he will be replacing Lucas Quintillo over here on the right wing. So Mills, a lot of pace, great player, and he's been part of those stalwart squads in the past few years on this League One Ontario squad. And he's going to be looked on to come off with some veteran presence for Vaughan, trying to see if they can get this goal. Thomas now out for Borges, plays it into midfield. Simon Diego though with a good sliding challenge. He got all ball there, and here comes the through ball in for Anago, but just too strong ahead for him. And we'll go all the way to George in goal. Those nice little, you're seeing a lot of quick individual plays. When you see someone make a strong individual play, it's quickly leading into another chance there, and Simon Diego doing a good job there. Vaughan trying to play a 1-2 over on the far side with Mills. Wasn't able to, and it's going to go for Sigma FC throw. So Mills, he's going to go over to the left side, and that's going to force Ricci actually over to this right and near side of the field for Vaughan. Referee is going to say play on advantage and trying to chip this one forward, and here comes the speed of Cadell Thomas. Thomas is through, one-on-one. Thomas just misses the near post. I think George got a piece of that one. Great save coming in from Matt George. Just got enough of the save of that one. It looks like he might have just got the toe on that one, as Cadell Thomas was sent in through on a breakaway opportunity. And it was a great opportunity. He got in behind, and it looks like it just got enough of it just to avoid that near post. That's a critical save by the Azzurri keeper. And that keeps this one at 0-0. So we're getting some chances going forward. As that Thomas did a great job staying inside and utilized that pace to his advantage. Comes the corner kick. And away though, just to the top of the air, trying to foul this one is Walton, but he gets it knocked away from him, and here comes some speed coming in from Ricci, and he's going to get fallen over there. Up on top of him was Thomas, and it's going to be a throw-in for Sigma FC. This throw-in will find his way in for Borges. Borges down the line. Anago trying to battle hard, and it's Walker who wins the day. And here comes Ricci now the other way. Pass one for Kovacevic, as Ricci got shoved in behind the play. The assistant referee did not see it, and Ricci's letting the assistant referee know about that. The referee though did see it and called it back, as Ricci was trying to make a run down the line. He got knocked down behind the play there by Kyle Walton. And Ricci wasn't happy there was no call there, but it is going to be a free kick regardless. Coach Isako not happy, saying that player should have got a yellow card there for pretty blatant interference, as the player was nowhere near the ball. After that conversation with Coach Isako, the referee is calling over Kyle Walton. And he's just going to get a final warning, it seems. So no card in for Walton. I see that he's a little bit lucky there. But a little bit interesting that he would call him over after a conversation with the coach. But the play will resume with the Sacramento cross coming in. That gets cleared aside, and it'll go up to the top of the area. Back in for Drake. Check that, Arnone. But he's going to play a 1-2 with Kovacevic, and he gets poked aside for throwing. And it looks like Sigma FC is going to be making their first substitution of the game just past the 61st minute mark. And it looks like it's going to be Mansour Al-Fazi coming on. One player we noticed was not in the starting lineup here today, and more of an attacking force for Sigma FC. So we'll have to see what kind of adjustment they're going to make, as they're pretty behind the play right now is Sigma. And they're trying to see if maybe they can add an offensive player in Al-Fazi, see if they can get more onto the attack. Nice throw into the foot of Kovacevic. Kovacevic trying to turn around. He's running out of room though, and then he'll lose the ball off for Thomas, who's going to boot this one down the field. Lowe is going to head this one forward to Arnone. Here comes Springer. Springer with the through ball in, but the player Ricci was offside, and he apologized, saying, "My bad, I was offside. I couldn't touch that one." Good ball there coming in from Springer, but it will be called back as they're going to have a substitution here as Alfazi Wolf on his way into the game, and he's going to replace Christian Semeniego. Semeniego, the player who took him on the starting lineup, he's going to be the player
Coming in for Sigma,
and Alfazi
number
Wolf on his way into the
21,
game.
Mansour Alfazi.
And that's probably gonna drop
Coming
Juliana
out,
Frano
number 20, Christian Semeniego.
defensive midfield position, and that's gonna put Alfazi into Frano's original position.
Frano inside.
Play's gonna resume here with Jelani Smith though for Sigma. He's gonna pass this one up for Samuel. Touch there from Borges. Finds Walton, and Walton's now going to be racing up the field. His through ball though, trying to find Thomas. And it's just been those final touches right there. Overhits with that through ball, and it's going to go all the way out for throwing. This throwing will go around the line. Ricci though, trying to play it back. He gets it taken away. Anagold holds his ground. Here comes Anagold. He's going to leave this one in for Borges, who takes it off his feet. Borges, nice little move there. Gets it over to Walton. Walton's going to cross that one over, but nobody was there. Borges with a beautiful move. A nice little back heel there on the pass. He was able to get that one over to Walton. And we'll go for a throw over on the far side, and Walton screaming at his team, "Guys, throw and get them over there." And they are able to succeed. Are the players there, and they win their team a throw in just Sigma. Just moving down a little bit to get to its correct position. And this one's going to get thrown in, taken into Anago. Anago's got two players on him, just trying to turn around. Looks like he might be able to. And takes a deflection into their own goal! And Charlie Anago gets the goal for Sigma. And it's almost out of nothing, and it's an own goal, however. As the cross was taken in, Anago came in with a low drive. It hits off of the foot of, I believe, Low. And it will redirect into his own net. So it is going to be an own goal against Shaquan Lowe. And I'm not sure if we can really give that goal in for Anago, but we'll credit him, Charlie Anago, with the goal right now. And it's the 6th goal of the season as we're reaching the 65th minute mark, and Sigma FC take a 1-0 lead. And we were talking about it during the halftime break, as it's going to be a goal coming in out of almost nothing. And it was there's that throw-in. Good hustle coming in from Anago, able to turn around. He got the shot away. And Lowe trying to block it, unfortunately deflected it into his own goal. And that's what made this game a 1-0 lead. And Vaughan will try to see if they can get going forward here, as they purposely feel like they should be winning this game. As Ricci gets brought down, and runaway points to the penalty spot. And right away, Vaughan Azzurri get their chance right back as Ricci once again gets brought down, coming in on the edge of the penalty area, as it looks like the Sigma bench is screaming this one was all ball. We're taking a look at this one as it comes in for the sliding challenge, and it looks like he got the ball and the player, however, but the referee, David Berry, did not hesitate, pointing to the spot right away. And almost just 2 minutes right after Sigma FC scores, Vaughan has an opportunity to tie this game right back up. And it looks like it's going to be Dylan Sacramento on top of the ball here. Sacramento 6 goals so far this season, leading scorer for Vaughan. He's going to try and step up and tie this game right back up. A bit of a side step, and Henry goes the wrong way, and Sacramento ties this game right back up as he'll put this to the goalie's right, and Henry dives to his left, and this game is right tied up 1-1 between Vaughan Azzurri and Sigma FC, and it's a PK goal coming in as the horns are blaring for Dylan Sacramento's 7th goal of this season. As Coach Zervos is still having words with the fourth official and the referee, saying the player got all ball. He's claiming still not too happy.
Vaughan goal.
But it is a goal.
Scored in the 67th
and we're all
minute.
tied up here at the Ontario Soccer Center Stadium.
Dylan Sacramento.
So, reality, we're back to square one here. We're back tied even at 1-1 between these two teams. As we could pretty much erase those couple of minutes. As these two teams will go back to that standstill and attacking as which team are hungrier for those 3 points. Will it be Vaughan as we have a good run coming in here. Good hustle coming in from Ricci, and he tries. And he just misses the far post. I don't know how Ricci stayed on his feet. Two guys were going at him. I think everyone was expecting him to fall over. Ricci just stays on his feet, and he just kept hustling. And he had a good chance onto the goal. One in the air there by Arnona, and it's going to go out for a Sigma FC throw. This one's going to get thrown over. Anigo has arms all around him from Springer, but he's able to hold on to possession, and he's able to pass this one back as the referee says, that's good, play on, no problems there. Smith brings this one all the way back to Henry. That's just the 8th goal against Sigma FC all season long for Vaughan. That's going to be their 36th goal of this season as a total team. 20 against them in total, 21 with the goal here tonight. This was a dangerous back pass. And George pushes down the player after the kick there. And Sigma FC coaches all come blaring off their bench there in frustration as after George cleared that ball away, gave a nice little shove down there to Tristan Borges. And as a goalie myself, I would probably do something similar. If someone got right up to me, you got to let them know this is my space here. And play will continue. And you know Borges is going to remember that. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him and Matt George here later on in this game. Here comes Thomas. He's going to cut into his right foot. Thomas plays this one all the way back to Frano. Frano's going to switch this one over to the right side of the field. There's Laryea making a run up. Good hustle to keep this one in play. Inside for Borges. Touches this forward. Nice little move. Frano! Deflection and just Mr. Thomas still keeps this one in. Can't find Anigo. And that one just was inches away from a goal there from Sigma. As we have an injured Cadell Thomas in behind the play. Might have hurt himself trying to hustle to keep that one in play. As there was a good move there from Flano as he found himself in some space over on the right side, cut forward, got an opportunity, and that one just almost squeaked. It might have taken a deflection off of Vaughan player because that ball was slowly squeaking its way and it just went in through the other side, and Thomas wasn't able to put that one home. And he might have hurt himself, maybe pulled something, trying to go forward as the referee says, play on. Your player is off the field. He is getting attended to, but he is off the field. Walton trying to find Anigo, gets it deflected aside for throwing. As Thomas is getting, looks like the legs looked at over here, over right next to the goal of Matt George. It looks like he's going to try and get up to his feet and see if he'll be able to return back in the field. The play as a 1-2 opportunity there for Sigma did not work, and it's going to be a Vaughan throw-in. This one will go down line for Ricci. Ricci's under a lot of pressure in his own corner. So let's see what he's going to try to do to get himself out of it. Able to get it back for Walker, who smartly places one down the field. Kovacevic and Samuel go at it, and it's going to be Samuel gets called for the free kick. Samuel not happy with this one, gives a little bit of a mock applause towards the referee as he jogs back into position. As the play will be taken quickly in for Ricci. Ricci's going to play a great ball over here on the switch. Trying to control that one was Mills. And it was a little bit too strong to get onto Brendan Mills over on that far left side. And it's going to go for a goal kick, but a great idea there. Good ball played in by Ricci. Trying to get onto the run of Mills, who was in behind the Sigma FC defense.
We're down one!
Sigma still down a player. They're just going to try and kill the time right now until Thomas can get back on the field to play. That's Frano yelling, Captain Frano, telling his team, we're down a player right now. No point to rush it. Let's keep control of it, as Frano, though, is the player to turn this ball over. But it is a handball, though, when he tried to settle it, however. And it's going to be coming back for Sigma FC free kick.
No.
As Ricci's upset with himself there, knew he got himself a good turnover opportunity, just wasn't able to make advantage. Looks like Thomas will have to be substituted off, as Sigma FC is ready to make another substitution here. And it likely will be Cadell Thomas off the field, and we'll have to see just a moment who will be the player coming on. I believe it is Daniel Joda, but we'll let you know in just a second, as we're going to have a throw-in over on the far side of the field for Vaughan. They're trying to work their way out of their own area, but Sigma is able to get in possession, and it's going to be Laurier now with it.
Dave, Richard clear, Dave.
Get out of here!
Alfazi
Dave, Richard clear.
back in for Laurier. Laurier finds Alfazi once again. Alfazi back to Laurier. Those two trying to see if they can work their way out of this far side of the field. And here comes Anago now with it. Borges trying to play this one back in for Anago, but a little bit strong. But Anago should be able to keep this one in play, and he does right at the corner line. No, he doesn't. But he gets. I was confused for a second. The assistant referee pointed the wrong way as Anago tripped over the flag, trying to keep that one in play. And he'll go out. And it's actually Cadell Thomas will come back on the field, so he's going to be okay. But Sigma is still making a substitution with Daniel Joda coming into the game. And coming off is David Velastegui. So Velastegui is the player to come off the field to play, and Daniel Joda is the player who will come on for him, as Cadell Thomas is back on the field to play. So full strength for Sigma with Joda now on the field. 1-1 is the score line. 16 minutes remaining here in this match. As it was an own goal started off. Charlie Anago got the shot going
Coming in for
right off the foot of Shaquan
Number
Malone
9,
to get that
Daniel
first goal for Sigma.
Joda.
And Vaughan Azzurri responded almost instantly with a
Coming
penalty kick
out,
goal
number
by
14,
Dylan Sacramento,
David
as Ricci was
Velastegui.
brought down in the penalty area. Here comes Thomas, trying to play it forward, but it gets intercepted here. And Sacramento trying to catch Henry at a goal. A little bit cheeky there coming in from Sacramento, but he wasn't able to find the back of the net there. Henry not happy with his team here, wanted to play this one short. Thank you to Ontario Soccer Partner, our SoccerX, for their first-class support as Canada's largest soccer brand. SoccerX has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Whether you are a player, parent, or match official, visit www.soccerx.com to check out the huge selection of the latest footwear, apparel, equipment, from your favorite brands like Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and many more. That's SoccerX.com. Going down the line here, and Kovacevic is not able to settle this one as he has that one roll off his foot as it'll go out for a throw-in. Walton faking like he's going to throw it back, and instead he's forced to throw this one down the line in for Thomas. Thomas brings this one all the way back in for Frano. Frano over on the right side. Laurier is pinched up the field. Trying to find Joda. Can't find it as it gets blocked there. Right, it's going to be a throw-in taken quickly there by Laurier. He'll throw this one back in for Frano. Borges. Frano. Sigma with possession now with Samuel. Samuel's going to chip this one forward, able to get it in for Walton. Walton does well. He's going to have an opportunity to cross this one over. Is Walton. Has Joda going up high, but it's headed away by Clarmorosa. Continue going in here is Borges. Going to play this one in through the right side for Joda. Joda's going to get touched. Thomas dives for that one. And by diving at it, he unfortunately collides with a Vaughan player. And he's going to get a yellow card, does Cadell Thomas. And I think this one's a little bit harsh here from referee Thomas. It looked like he was just a player diving to try and get onto the end of a cross. And unfortunately colliding with a Vaughan player. But it looks like it was Devontae Walker. And Walker just was in an unlucky position, but it will be Cadell Thomas picking up the first booking of this game, and he gets the yellow card does Cadell Thomas. Looks like he's going to be able to walk this one off is Walker, as Sigma is ready to make another substitution with Justin Stoddard getting ready to come into the game. Comes up deep up off the field. Kovacevic tries to jump for that one. We heard a lot of groans there as that one just went over all three players though, jumping up for that ball. Frano is going to try to switch this one over and Thomas can't get there as Walker gets to that header. Walker. Captain in there was Mills. Sigma claiming that one was out and we have a jersey pull brought in there. But Sacramento's going to try and go forward. And very lucky there as the referee will blow a play at the fourth round as they're going to make the substitution is Charlie Anigo and he's going to come off. He got the goal. He got the team one he needed. And he put the pressure into Charlie Anigo. And he's going to be substituted off the field and Justin Stoddard. Some fresh faces up top for Sigma. He's
Coming in
come
for
on the field to
Sigma,
play
number
Sigma.
10, Justin Stoddard. Coming out, number 19, Charlie Anago.
Thomas is going to go forward. Vaughan claiming for a handball there. That one didn't look like one, and play's going to resume here. And it's going to be booted up the field by Walton. Nice little movement, and here comes Arnone. Arnone trying to find a through ball in. Can't get it over to Ricci, and Ricci gives them a thumbs up for the good idea. Good try, man. As it gets cleared aside by Jelani Smith. Just over 10 minutes left to go here in this game. 1-1 between Sigma and Vaughan. As you have a throw-in game brought in here for Kovacevic. Just going to place one back in for Walker. And Walker's not able to get a good cross on the hand. As this one will fly over the goal and out for a goal kick. Sigma going to play this one quick and short. Ball goes down over to the right side. Here comes Lariella. Going to try and boot this one forward. Jota, though, held up on his run. And Stoddard's going to go at it, but George will come flying out of his goal. And he's going to boot this one aside as he knew Stoddard was continuing to hustle for this one. Looks like Sigma is ready to make another substitution here. Monter Mosen. He's going to be ready to come into the game. So Mosen will be making his substitution appearance. Not too familiar with him, a younger player on this Sigma FC squad. One of the guys, or one of the youngest players on this team, coming in with the, I believe it's 2000, and I am correct. So the youngest guy over here on the team, 2000 player, a millennial, coming on here onto the field here is Mosen. As we have a Vaughan free kick here, and a little bit of pleasantries after the whistle between these two teams, as Mosen will come into the game, and he's going to replace Kyle Walton for Sigma FC. So it's going to be a change in the defensive line for Sigma. I don't think Walton has noticed yet.
Next one. I already asked. I already put it out.
Walton
Coming
wanted
in
to
for
stay
Sigma,
in and
number
do this
17,
set piece free kick, but the referee said he already called for it, and Mosen's got to come into the game here. And his first interaction is going to be battling here to try to win this header for his team and clear this ball away. Here comes the overlap run, but they're going to loop this one in. There's the header, and who did it hit off last? It hit off a Sigma player. And it's going to go in. So it hit off the head of Frano last. It looked like a Vaughan player got a piece of that one, but it might have taken a second touch there off the head of Frano, and it's going to go for a corner kick for the Azzurri. Sacramento running over here to take this corner kick. Here comes the ball from Sacramento. Headed away there by Smith. He'll go all the way to the edge of the area. Reach, try to put this one in. He's going to claim for a handball. It's not going to happen. And here comes Sigma. It's a 3-on-1 attack the other way. Ball's going to get played in on the right side for Joda, and he's offside. A 3-on-1 break for Sigma. You never get opportunities like this. And it's going to get called back for an offside. That is a huge mismanagement there coming in from Sigma FC, as they had a great opportunity off the turnover from Richie. Everybody was up from the corner kick, and Sigma FC had a great opportunity, but Joda was caught offside. Unbelievable there. And now Vaughan's going to try and see if they can make him pay for that one, but Mills' pass gets intercepted by Frano. Gorgeous, good hustle there. He's going to try and work his way forward, but Cramarosa holds his ground, and Borges will get called for a free kick for following through onto Cramarosa there.
He only has 7 minutes left.
And played over into the midfield now. Drake plays it over here over on the left side. Here comes the crossover. Kovacevic is not there. And Molson takes no chances, not knowing what's behind him. And he's going to take the final touch and go up for a deep throw for Vaughan. We're going to leave this throw in for Walker to come up and take. Little 1-2 there with Mills. Walker tries to get the low drive in, settled in by Frano, and he's trying to hit it forward. Nice little block there from Arnone. Still going to put this forward. Smith is able to poke that one aside, and the second touch coming in from Borges. And here comes an opportunity to counterattack, but Joda once again gets it intercepted. This time by Arnone. Ricci falls down on the turf as Sigma FC comes up with this ball. And settling with this one is Stoddard. He's going to play this one over on the right wing. Joda's trying to make a run forward as there comes that through ball all the way in. There's Low there, able to track all the way back, and he's able to block that through ball. Laurier with some good hustle. He couldn't get it forward to Joda. Joda having a bit of a nightmarish few minutes here, trying to get an influence, get an impact onto this game. Just can't seem to get a good touch onto this one just yet, as we're going to have another substitution coming in for Sigma, it looks like. And check that, it's going to be Vaughan who will be making the substitution first. Massimo Mirabelli is going to come into the game for Vaughan, and he's going to replace Kovacevic. Kovacevic came in on the substitution early in for Jarek Whiteman, and he's going to be the player who's going to be coming off the field here in the 85th minute. And Mirabelli is going to get his opportunity in the striker role now for Vaughan. So Duran Lee is
coming in for
ready to come into the game.
Number 17, Massimo Mirabelli.
So it looks like Duran Lee is as well getting ready to come into the game for Sigma, as Brendan Mills will get the armband.
Coming out, number 19, Mario Kova.
Thomas has to keep this one in play, avoids the challenge there from Walker. He's going to try and play that one in for Borges. That gets blocked with Sigma. He gets the corner kick now the other way. Game's starting to open up a little bit here as these two teams are battling to try to get these 3 points. As here comes the substitution. Duran Lee is going to come into the game now for this corner kick. He's going to replace Cadell Thomas. So Thomas on a yellow card. You just got to be a little bit careful. You've got to take the safe route here and bring in some fresh legs to replace Cadell Thomas. And Duran Lee will come in for Sigma. This will be his final 4 minutes plus stoppage time. So it's going to get looped in around the goal area. George bobbles it a little bit, but he's able to recover and he hangs on to it. He's going to take a throw down the field, trying to find a Mirabelli. And Mirabelli, though, can't control that one. And it goes under his foot and out for a throw-in.
Got it, yeah. Okay.
Mirabelli getting yelled at. You're on the 52 minutes forecheck. Sprint is what his team is telling him right now. As Frondo's going to play this one back for Henry, and there is Mirabelli there. And Henry yelling at the team, move up the field. Come on, guys. We need to wake up a little bit here, is Henry saying to his team. Mills trying to force his way in through. That one's going to hit off of the leg of Mosen last, and it's going to go for a throw-in. Looks like Vaughan will be making another late substitution. Edward Lay getting ready to check into the game. As this is touched in forward by Mirabelli. Can't find any of his teammates though. And he gets booted down the field and settled in by Springer. Springer gonna play this one all the way back into Matt George in goal. He'll play right back in for Springer. Sigma's bench now yelling at Stoddard and Lee. Hustle out there as Lee tries to win that ball in around midfield, but it gets fallen into the foot of Arnone. Gives it over to Lowe. Lowe's going to place one over to the left side, Cramarosa. Back it goes in for Lowe. Lowe brings this one all the way back to George, and they're going to reset here on the near side with Springer. Edward Lane coming into the game. Looks like he's going to be taking off Zachary Drake. It looks like. As he goes in through in the midfield. Here coming up with a good run there. Avoids the sliding challenge. Trying to drive there is Ricci. Cramarosa. A little bit of a fake pass. So here comes a crossover. But no one in there in sight. It goes right to the waiting hands of Tristan Henry. No problems there for him.
Get higher!
Henry doesn't see anyone to roll it down to. He's got to put this one down the ground and boot this one up the field. Trying to get this one in the air though, can't get it into Borges. But here we have an interception around midfield. Here comes Sigma with some pace. Duran Lee. Lee's got a player over here on the left side of Mosen. Lee's going to play something in for Stoddard. Stoddard. Back he goes. Nice little fake there. Gets the second chance. Lee trying to turn around now. And then he gets cleared away. And Molson screaming for that ball on the left side. Won't get it. And he's got to hustle back to get into position. But Smith is there. And here comes Laurier to continue the Sigma attack. He's trying to play it through. Now he's able to get to it. Stoddard! He falls down in the box! And no call there. As the play's going to be blown dead. And I gotta have a look here, and there's a yellow card issued, and I think the yellow card got given to Stoddard there for simulation, if I got the call correctly. Is we're gonna have a second look on this one here. He does go down to the ground, but he's gonna be on the angles
Number
here.
16,
It looks like
Edward
yellow card there going to
Lane.
just Stoddard for simulation. As here comes the
coming
substitution
down,
in.
number
It's gonna be
8,
Sacramento actually. So the
Sacramento.
goal scorer for Vaughan is going to be the player coming up. It was supposed to be Drake, but Sacramento, last second switch, going to be taken off, and Edward Lay will come in to replace him. But a huge play there, and it's going to be talked about later. Was Stoddard fouled in the box there? As we're getting the indication here from the fourth official of 3 minutes of added time. Let's go here in this tie game as the player is trying to jump all over the back of the Sigma FC player Samuel was Ricci, and he'll get called for a free kick. So there's 3 minutes left to go here in this game. It's a 1-1 tie here in between Sigma and Vaughan Azzurri. Charlie Enigo got himself a goal here. It deflected off of the foot of a Vaughan defender Low to get an own goal, and 2 minutes later was responded right away of Dylan Sacramento on the penalty spot as Austin Ricci was brought down in the penalty area. Samuel gonna hit this one in forward on the left side. Great ball in for Lee. As Joda making a run and trying to play it through, but Walker read that one all the way. And it's going to be a corner kick for Sigma, and Sigma's hustling right now. They know in the final minutes they can probably try to steal a goal here.
Ricci! Backside!
Joda was going to take this one quickly. A little bit of second guesses here. Now he's going to play this one. He looks like he overkicked this one, but there's a Sigma player to head this one back into danger. Samuel had his hands up the whole time saying, I'm not interfering here, and Cramarosa will clear it out of play. And it's going to be yet another corner kick for Sigma.
I put it up already.
Comes Joda's second attempt here. Much better ball. Headed away though to the far post. Low drive. Big save. Not George with a nice save coming in from Reggie Laurier, a strike. As Laurier found himself open on the far post, put a nice little drive in, but George was able to get down low. And key thing there, no rebound as well for the Vaughan keeper. Samuel lifting a high ball in the air, trying to get it over to Borges. Can't find him. As it gets settled in forward, here is Vaughan. Camarosa finds a player in. There's Lay. Lay's pass goes in behind Drake, however. And here comes Sigma trying to get forward, but that pass can't find Lee. A little bit of sloppiness coming in forward as Lay tries to get in forward. Gets Sly tackled away from him as Alfazi won that ball. Here comes Lee coming in with some pace coming in on the left side. He's got a player coming in behind him, and Joda trying to hit it forward, and not a good pass there from Lee. As he hit it right at the defender. And that's going to allow Walker to try and come with the other way, but Lee not giving up on the play, wins it right back, and then he wants to put it right back into pressure. Sees Joda, and it's Joda's offside, and he's incredibly upset, and he can't believe it there. Does Daniel Joda, kicks the ball at the fence in some frustration on being called for an offside there. That might have been that final opportunity for Sigma. Might have killed whatever momentum they had left to be able to get a chance on to goal. As George will boot this down the field, and there it is. There is the full